Merry meet and welcome. Welcome to the realms of mysticism, the occult, and magic, where your possibilities are only limited by your imagination. Welcome to the Witch's Cauldron and discover the knowledge you seek. Gather round the cauldron and even stay for a spell. Brightest blessings to you. Merry meet and welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. My name's Paula. This is the video that I am doing for the effect of the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius on each one of the zodiac signs. So let's start out with the sign that is in season right now, and that is Sagittarius. Okay, the solar eclipse in your sign kind of re-sparks or rekindles your lust for life and your passion for personal growth, okay? You no longer feel authentic with the way you have been presenting or expressing yourself, and it's time to let them go, okay? This is a time for you to be living your truth, and then that in turn inspires others to do the same, okay? For my Capricorns out there, sometimes when you think of sacred space in your practice, in your life, it doesn't always mean a particular place for you. It's more like, you know, your happy place in your mind's eye, in your inner mind, okay? And it's something that goes along with you, that is there with you wherever your physical or spiritual journey leads you. And at this eclipse, this may be leading you to somewhere new, okay? It's time to let your intuition and divine inspiration be your guides. Follow the signs that the divine leave you and follow your intuition. They won't let you down. For my Aquarians out there, Aquarius, you have felt like a complete shitstorm has been hitting you. And this is going to be a harbinger of brighter days on the way for you, okay? But for you to see the new possibilities, you have to let go of what you thought, that picture in your mind that you thought your future would look like, what your life is supposed to look like. Surrender to your expectations, leave them behind, and envision something else that might be bigger and better than what you previously thought. Okay. Pisces, this is a time for you to be determined. You've got your eye on the prize, okay? And you've got a goal fixed in mind and you've been working on it. And with the energy of this eclipse, it can help you make strides toward fulfilling that dream or your higher purpose. It can send you maybe even a course correction and say, you know, you thought this, but focus on this and you'll be even happier. Whether, you know, you've been focusing on something personal or professional, you need to shed your old skin. In other words, strip down who you thought you were or what you think you were capable of, and then really take a hard look and follow what the divine puts in your path, okay? Don't second guess what gets put right in front of you. All right, Aries. Aries, you've been fed up. You are so over 2020. It's like, you know, you just want to say, God, enough already, 2020. Fucking, you know, go away. So that is completely understandable. But you have to remember and appreciate everything that you've been through in 2020 has brought about one of those lessons and a blessing in disguise. It reminds you to seek knowledge, in other words, learn and gain wisdom through everything that you've been through, okay? And then you will be able to see your higher potential. Don't get mired down in the crap that has been 2020, okay? Look for those lessons and those blessings. Taurus. Taurus, who is usually so homebound and inner focused and wanting that secure place. This energy of this eclipse is like you going wahoo, and you are shedding your inhibitions. You are kind of like throwing caution to the wind, and your actions kind of encourage others to do the same, okay? This energy will allow you to develop greater, more meaningful connections and a greater intimate. This energy will allow you to develop more meaningful connections and a greater intimacy on a lot of different levels. And that means like emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and even physical. What you have to make sure, though, is that instead of being that bull in the china shop and forcing your will on others, be sure that they're on board before you go running off. Gemini. Remember that the best relationships bring out the best in you, okay? At this eclipse, you will be focusing on people who uplift, inspire, and energize you, okay? They are the ones that will give you plenty of room to learn and grow. If they don't, maybe it's time for you to say goodbye to them, because that energy you don't want to carry into 2021. My Cancer people out there. Cancer, you're going to be asking why. And as you look at the why of everything, it can make you realize that even the most mundane things and tedious things that you have to do may have a more meaningful purpose to them behind them. And they may have a higher purpose to have you ascend to a higher level, okay? Be mindful of what you're doing and what or whom you're doing it for. And if you do that, that will make your daily routine, the daily tedium, the daily humdrum that would normally make you want to just, go back in your shell and hide from the boredom. It can give you new enthusiasm and new energy in dealing with the mundane. Leo, my fellow Leos out there. You're asking, what really lights my fire? What gets my fire energy going? Okay. And it's a question that you want to really ask yourself, because your answers may surprise you. If you've lost your passion for certain things that used to interest you, find a new one. It's time to find your inspiration in things and people who inspire you, okay? If you're curious about something, check it out. You might discover a new passion or a new path in the process. Virgo. This is a time for you to literally rekindle connections with family, the history and the traditions of your family and those that you share them with. and at least continue with the ones that you remember fondly and that resonate with you now, that you still hold close in your heart. The more honest and direct you are with yourself, Virgo, give yourself permission to let go of things that you need to release and the associations with those things, and to give your memories new meaning, okay? My Libras, you are going to want to put a positive spin on things, but sometimes you miss the mark. With this eclipse, it's time for you to start seeing things for what they are and telling it like it is. The more honest and direct you are, the more you may end up learning about others and yourself and your potential to grow. Scorpio, it's time to count your blessings. There are a lot more of them than you think. And it's not always, it's not easy to always come up with something that you're grateful for every day, okay? If you do have that attitude of gratitude, it makes you realize just how blessed you really are, and it's worth the effort. Volunteering your time or helping others may actually ignite that spark in you that you have been missing for a little while. So that's my general energies for the eclipse for each one of the zodiac signs. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel before you leave. Consider joining my membership on the channel. I will link the video about that in the description box. And as I always say, my friends, merry we did meet, merry we will part until we merry meet again. Be well and walk in love and light, everybody. Bye.